Right, welcome back everybody. Group 1, round 3, still carrying on. And next up we got Washed Up Ninjas versus Gummy Bears. Washed Up Ninjas, featuring the familiar face of King Mojo on the unfamiliar Arcane Star. So that'll be interesting to see him in action.
I'm pretty hyped for this fight. I mean, we've talked about it a lot tonight already about how what can counter double healer. Again, we see a double healer comp coming out of Gummy Bears. Mana drain, and we see that with the Great Arcane very often used. It's so strong, and actually that's a potential way just to rip apart healers if you can cancel out their energy regain.
Drain all of the energy. Yeah. Okay, so we'll see how they do. This is actually... Is this a round 3 match or a round 4 match? I'm not sure how many... I think this is their 3rd match.
I can tell you.
Because there's 7 teams, so there's one sitting out each round anyway.
This is a round 3 match.
Okay, so we're just waiting for them to go in. So, yeah, it'll be double healer against healer Arcane. It looks like Geo Aussie running that Mistcaller. Emiya Shiro with the bow. We actually seen Emiya Shiro play bow all through live. GVG's the lot. One of the few guys still using it. We'll see if he can be as effective as Lowell Fandor was in that. But like Gusky said, this comp is about just shutting down the energy of those healers. But if they're running the energy pots, if they're good with their positioning, it might not work as well as they think. Gusky, what do you reckon?
I don't know. Obviously, energy pots are big counter to that mana drain comp. We'll have to see how effective he is with it. The damage, potentially the damage coming off the other guys as well could be a big factor. If they have the damage to cause the pressure mixed in with the fact that they're getting energy drained, that could be a big thing. Pockle actually running the demonic as well. I'm not sure if he's running obsessive burst, but even just the demonic could cause issue here for double healers.
I mean, I think they're going to run Grudge, and they've got 2 choices. They can Grudge King Vega, and they can Grudge Emiya. So there's 2 big potential damage outputs there with the Grudge combo. They've got the sustain of the Arcane. What's he running on his Q? Is he running the shields?
I believe so. Pockle also actually running the Fiend Cow. So they've got the Purge, they've got the mana drain, they've got the damage. I think this is the one where we see a convincing win over the very strong and dominant double healer so far.
Well, we've not actually seen these guys in there just yet, have we? We've not seen the PoE squad. We've not seen this. There's 2 new teams for this evening from Group 1. So they are running a double healer with the bow. We have seen a lot of double healer so far. It does seem like a bit of a trend at the moment. Neither team wanting to get too involved before the cap goes live. And we'll see if they go off. We'll see if they go off the side caps now, or if they opt to go for the big fight. Looks like 4 are staying in the middle, 1 person going off, but the PoE guys instantly on the double cap. The left is going to get contested. King Mojo is going to go straight in and start draining poo from Goodfellas. Aethil taking huge amounts of damage. He does have that frost armor, but it's just not enough. The glaive is chewing through him, even with that frost armor. Switches to poo to avoid that retaliate. Looks like King Mojo, though, is going to have to run off and assist his mate because Pockle is getting overrun with Emiya Shiro at the top. They don't have a healer, but Ethgirl gets destroyed. Emiya Shiro could be in trouble. Pops that resist pot, tries to get out of there with that run. Hinatama, it's a 2v2, but Emiya Shiro with that bow will be able to come back into this fight and just pick away. Kevator, one hand, going with that Grudge. Pockle could be in a bit of trouble when that Death Curse is definitely going to kill him, but great jump from him. He actually disjoints the Death Curse during the leap animation, Gusky.
Yeah, it's great play by him, and Mojo is actually just sitting, draining away the mana of Ketavor, the energy, sorry, before someone shouts at me. And he has no energy right now to do anything. And Mojo is able to just keep these shields up. Does pop the retaliate, and Emiya Shiro actually one-shots himself, does get the kill with that multi-shot, and now back to a pretty convincing win at the top there. I have to say, I have played with Mojo in the arenas, playing his Great Arcane, and I do enjoy playing with it. It offers so much utility, and it's very, very underrated.
Okay, well, let's see how they get on going on. King Vega actually going to pick up the kill onto Hinotama. Aethel is down as well, so it looks like they may get the mid cap after an early bit of pressure on the two top caps. They could be on the way to recovering. King Vega gets the mana drain bubble on him. Mojo puts the energy leech onto Pooh, and Pooh is actually super, super low on energy. Aethel has only just got back to the fight, and he's going to be out of there. He should not be that deep with a bow, though, Gusky. I think he was well out of position. Shows a little bit of inexperience on his part. Looks like Ketavor is in a lot of trouble. Had that retaliate, but honestly, no one really cared. They were like, well, you're going to die, and then we'll just heal up. Nice hit from Hinotama. Hits 3 with his mighty swing. Not enough follow-up. King Vega now has the grudge, and Hinotama is going to get destroyed. He actually gets purged as well. All his helo times. Aethel is back in the fight, though. He's about to wish he wasn't. He gets pierced. And Miyashiro just absolutely chinning him. One hit from death. But the washed-up ninjas able to get that point, and they are 17 points clear now.
Yeah, this is what we talked about before, though. We see the pressure come out. They've got the demonic. They've got the glaive. They've got the bow. All of which capable of doing such a crazy amount of damage. They don't have the hard CC, but they definitely have the sustainability in terms of Mojo and Geo. Geo running obviously the Mistcaller, which is very, very good for efficiency in terms of the generous heal. And then you've got Mojo running this mana drain build. Aethel is already out of mana on this mid cap currently.
Yeah, completely.
Can't afford to do anything anymore.
Now Ethgri is going to get the same treatment, and it's just frustration city, because you're not going to get a kill if you can't use your spells. Pockle gets one kill up top, King Vega with another, and it actually looks like they're going to get both of the contested caps on the off caps. Left is now done. Is there anybody in there to actually contest top right? No, and they are running away with this.
And we've seen it before. They're now feeling the pressure and trying to rush things and get back to that middle cap, trying to secure the guaranteed ones, the ones they have to fight. And they're really not being able to do it at the moment. The pressure that this Exertion team, this washed up ninjas team is able to put on them is just pretty insane. Hinotama does go down again. Kitavor has popped grudge and retaliate onto himself. Ethgri has gone down, and the mana drain, the sustainability, and the damage is just way too much.
Loving it.
To be dealing with.
Loving seeing these. Oh, has he got the cooldown refresh as well?
Yeah, he's running the Assassin HUD with meditation.
Nice.
As well as actually, I thought he run leather boots with the cooldown sprint. Actually opting to run night boots with run.
Interesting to see meditation. I mean, there's so many options for an arcane on the head. I've seen demon helms. I've seen fiends cows. I've seen druid cows. I haven't seen a hellion, I don't think. But here we see the assassin meditation. I mean, in theory, you could run retaliate as well, couldn't you? You could run poison just to give you a bit of damage output. There is literally, it's one of the most versatile like armor slots for a build, isn't it? Because there's no wrong answer really. Now we see Mojo's got that death curse on him. He does need to be careful. Going to pop the shield right at the last second. Does still take a huge chunk of his health. Ozzy trying to heal him up, but Aethel is deep in there. But once again, Aethel has no energy. Story of his match so far. Out of position, out of energy. And his death count. Let's see. What's he at so far, Gusky? Can you check the scoreboard?
So far there's been 12 deaths onto this Gummy Bears squad. Aethel has only had 2 of them deaths. Hinotama actually taking 4 of those deaths.
Wow.
Aethel actually now making up to 3 of those deaths.
Adding 1 to his count. Hinotama could be in trouble here, but Mojo just in the middle of them all with that drain bubble, and it's just a reset. They're 50 points behind Gusky with 7 minutes played. They now would not be able to win on 2-1 rotations pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Like the problem is they're running the one-handed curse on this Gummy Bear squad. Mojo can guaranteed shut down that damage with his
His
E
shields,
ability,
yeah.
the magic bubble ability, it offers him. I'm just having a look with the obviously item power nerf, 176 magic resist for anyone in that bubble. That's just shuts down that damage completely.
Really strong. Here we see Hinatama and Pooh trying to challenge that top right cap, but there's already 3. And Pooh just gets murdered by Amir Shiro's bows. Hinatama lasts about 2 seconds after the healer. Now Ketavor lines up for the pain train. And it looks like he's going to be going down very, very quickly. Ketavor's last bit of life. He does retaliate. Nearly kills Pockle with the retaliate. Aethil will kill Pockle, but Aethil's going to drop. The cap's going to rotate. And nobody was capping anything else in the meantime. Just throwing that out there. There was a 1v1 going on. Healer versus healer at mid. Now Pooh's turned up. And Hinatama. Giozzi needs to be a little bit careful. Looks like washed up ninjas are going to take the top left cap. And we'll be going into a fight here. We'll see it from King Vega's point of view. But, I mean, they are just chewing through them like it's nothing. They're not even breaking a sweat. Ketavor died in about 6 hits there. Look like King Vega's going to be next now. Just chewing through Aethil. The grudge did expire, so he doesn't have the full damage. But Aethil going to have to blink away. Mojo getting stuck into the healers with that bubble, and they're just busy trying to get out of the mana drain. They're not even, they can't even focus on healing, can they, Gusky? Because they're just having to run away from Mojo's bubble and Mojo's drains. They need something to interrupt that drain, don't they? Aethil's gone. It's just a whitewash right now.
Par goes down as well, and E3 is just trying to do what he can with the very little energy he has. The problem is this team is just able, that Washed Up Ninjas is able just to keep this pressure up from all sides, from sustainability, from damage, from just the utility that Mojo is offering in terms of the arcane as well. I'm not going to lie, we've seen a lot of double healer teams today, and people were wondering, people have been questioning what's the best way to deal with them, and I think we're seeing it. Like, you just pressure them. You don't have to use an arcane, but they've been under so much pressure, and like you said, Mojo goes running in with that magic bubble, and both healers, rather than healing, have to try and run away, literally just run the other direction. While they're doing that, they're not able to put out the maximum amount of healing.
And Amir Shiro is having the best time of his life. He's just allowed to sit there with his enchanted quiver, with his grudge, and just kill people. He's like, this is great. This is great fun when nobody attacks you and nobody pays you any mind. You can just rack up loads of kills. How many kills is he on at the moment?
Do you know what's hilarious? Is that Pockle has most of the kills.
Yeah, because of the grudge. Yeah, so Pockle's getting credit for them.
So Amir Shiro only has 4. However, King Vega and Pockle have 22 between them. I think that's the highest kills we've seen.
Oh, King Vega getting retaliated almost to death there, but just about survives. Inner teamer should finish him. Oh, good situational awareness there with the flick. He's somehow still alive. Finally, Hinatama will kill him, but Pooh goes down. Hino's poisoned. Everybody's here. You're in a lot of trouble now, mate. Does manage to pop a resistance potion, it looks like, in time. Will he die? Will they chase him or will they take the cap? It doesn't matter at this point. It's 126 to 21. Hinatama goes down. They actually didn't finish the cap, and this will be over on this rotation.
Yeah, very, very convincing win. In fact, I think that is our fastest win so far in the arenas. Like I said, having playing with these guys a little bit, just in my spare time, they've got this down to a T. They've been practicing a lot. Definitely, I have to say, top contenders for the tournament.
Wow, yeah. I mean, if they play like that, they really could go all the way. They've got everything you need. They've got insane burst potential to just kill any kill target they want. They've got sustainability through the shield and the healing. And they've got a long-term strat of draining the energy of the other team. So they've got all the components for a winning team and a brilliant answer to double healer as well. So watch this space. The washed up ninjas, ones to watch. Are they your pick from Group 1, Gusky?
Looking at Group 1, obviously there was a bit of an issue earlier, so they were actually in a bit of trouble in terms of they've played 3 games so far, lost 2. due to some team issues. So not really sure where they're going to be in the group standing, but definitely if they continue up, I think they're going to be in a really, really strong spot.